Welcome everybody to this 15-minute kneeling flow. Now what we're going to be doing is working on the core, we're going to be working on our balance, we're going to be pushing in to a few things that may challenge your coordination in this posture, in this practice. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Okay, so today we are going to start in a kneeling position. We're going to spend the first few minutes getting very set and centered into our kneeling position here. So what I want you to do is press down into the hands, spread the fingertips, and really feel every single fingertip pressing into the mat. Then I want you to take your attention to your hands, your left hand and your right hand, and just check the weight, just making sure they're even between the left and right, so you feel nice and centered in the middle. Okay, then let's take our attention to our knees. So the knees are underneath our hips. So not too far back and not too far forward. We want them nicely placed underneath our hips, and this allows our spine to be nice and long. Okay, perfect. Now I want you to find the balance between your hands and your knees. If it helps to close your eyes here, breathe into it. Allow your eyes to close and just really center into your breath and just feel between your hands and your feet. Perfect. Okay, we're going to tuck the toes. As we exhale, we're going to press back into the heels. And as we inhale, we're going to bring ourselves forward and we're going to find a nice stretch down into the wrists. So bring in your shoulders over the wrists, but only if it's in your practice. If your shoulders get tight here, then stop there. We're just having a warm up to the wrists and the ankles here. So just breathing, exhale back, tilting the tailbone to really allow yourself to push back in to your seat and then bringing yourself forward. This also really drops your breath into the body. So exhale, inhale. Very good. You don't have to push into your end range here. It's just about finding flow. It's just about finding that connection between your breath and your body. Now, if at any point in this practice your wrists become a little bit tender or sore, please stop, take the weight off, give them a little bit of a wiggle. What you can also do here is either get a block or wrap your mat up and take underneath, because this just helps to take the stretch out the wrist. You can even lift your fingertips up like this, again helping to take the stretch out your wrist. And if you do have a block, putting your hand on the block over like that will help too. Okay, so from this position, we are going to move into our first posture. We're going to take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to send the left foot back, keeping the hips nice and still. I'm going to point the heel, point the toes down, and if we can, extend the right arm forward. Keep the gaze looking down towards the mat. We want to create a nice straight line from the thumb to the heel. We're going to really stretch out with the fingertips, stretch out with the heel, and feel nice and long through the spine. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and exhale down. Come back to your center before we move into the opposite side. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Allow that right leg to straighten. Push through with the heels, with the heel, toes facing down, and exhale with the left arm going forward. Keep your gaze looking down to your right thumb or just to the side of it. And we're going to stretch out with the fingertips and the heel. Breathe. Last breath here. And exhale down. Perfect. Very good. Okay. From this kneeling position, we're going to take the elbows down towards the floor. We're going to allow the hands to clasp. Now, I like to keep my bottom pinky tucked in just so the hands are comfortable on the floor. I'm going to find a bit of flow with this. So as we exhale, we're going to push forward. We're going to press into the hands, into the elbows, bring the chin close to the floor, and exhale back, tilting the tailbone and allowing that stretch to be found down into your lats to the side of the body. And we're going to find that flow on the exhale and inhale. And we're going to breathe back and forward. Now this is a really nice posture for your shoulder mobility, but can also work on developing shoulder strength. So if it's in your practice and you want to take this a little deeper, you can tuck your toes, lift up your knees, and do exactly the same. Breathe. Last time here. Hold. And release down. Perfect. Very good. I'm going to plant the hands. Tuck my t-shirt in. We're going to plant the hands. We're going to move into a downward facing dog. But first, we're going to bend the knees and find the position nice and long through the hands. So what I mean by that is press into the hands, lift the knees up, tilt the tailbone and push back. So you create a nice straight line from your hands through your shoulders to your hips. And then when there's a nice straight line here, we can slowly just walk 1 foot down at a time. So if you find that when you press your heels down, you start to round here, keep your knees bent a little. It's fine, you'll still feel the stretch in the hamstrings, and that's what we're looking for. So just walking out the heels. Okay, bringing both heels to stillness. And pushing forward on the toes, bringing yourself all the way over into a nice high plank. Breathe. Perfect. We're going to step the left foot through the inside of the left hand. Drop the right knee. Inhale, we're going to lift up the hands. Untuck the toe on the right foot. Perfect. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to exhale and sink down into this long stretch. Keep that right glute squeezed, and we're actively pushing into this left foot. So we want this glute to be active as well. So down the side of the leg is nice and strong here too. Breathe. It's a lovely stretch. Nice and strong to stabilize the hips. Really sinking into that back hip flexor. But it just really takes your awareness into the body. There's lots to think about here. Breathe into it, explore it, see how you feel. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the hands back down, tuck the toes and send that left foot back, holding high plank. And then when you're ready, we're going to send the right leg through, drop the left knee as before. Lift up. Send the hands to your center, squeeze the left glute, and drop in. So you feel like your hips are dropping down and forward. So we're not dumping the weight all over that front leg, it's evenly pressing down. You'll feel that this begins to open. One way you can imagine this is that we're trying to create a nice straight line from this knee to the inside here. Doesn't matter if we don't, but that's the intention by opening out there. Perfect. Strong through that right leg. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sinking in. Find your breath. That's it, you're doing really well. And exhale, release the hand, tuck the toes, and release the right foot backwards. Perfect, okay, we're dropping the knees here. What I want you to do is take a wide stance with your knees. So to the edge of the mat, depending on your floor, to the side of that as well. And then from here, we're going to take a wide child's pose. So we're going to press the bum back towards the heels. And when we find that stretch in the inside of the leg, we can then walk our hands forward and just let the chest and forehead just melt towards the floor. Take one more deep breath here. And inhale to release and lift up. Perfect. Okay. Now just bring the knees back to that center line. I'm going to finish today's practice with a twist for the spine. Lovely twist. Bring the knees underneath. I'm just going to demonstrate this to make sure that you're comfortable with it. We're going to take the weight into the left arm. What I like to do is just take it slightly off the mat or just on the edge. I'm going to bring the right hand so it's facing our chest. We take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we send that right arm through, and we fold the left arm too, bringing the right shoulder blade towards the floor. We don't put any weight through the neck or the shoulder. Through the neck. You put the weight into your left arm and gently press into the shoulder. Focus and breathe. You're really supporting with that left arm. You're finding the weight even between your knees and your hand and your shoulder. And inhale to release. Bring everything back round. And a deep inhale. Beautiful. We're going to come to the opposite side. Send the hand to the right. Inhale. And exhale that left arm through. Guide yourself down with the right arm. And feel that twist through your side. Feeling comfortable through your shoulder and not putting weight through your neck. Breathe. And last breath here. Inhale. Lift all the way through. Release the hands down. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to finish today's practice in a seated position. So bringing yourself around when you're ready to a seated position. Find a position you're comfortable in. Perfect. This could be on your knees. It could be in a seated position like this. Whatever works for you. Just allow our eyes to close, and just for the next minute we're going to take a deep breath in and deep breath out. I want you just to drop your awareness into your body. Really become present with the sensations that you've created in today's practice. Perfect. The next inhale, bring your hands to your center. Let's create some nice warmth to your hands. Bring your hands to your chest, to your center, and we'll finish today. Namaste. Love practicing with you, as ever. I would love always to hear how you get on in today's practice. If you enjoyed it, if you'd like me to support you within your practice, if you need any advice or support, please let me know. Feel free to drop a comment underneath if there's anything that you'd like me to teach, and I'd happily do that. Remember, like and subscribe really helps me to get these classes out in front of the people who would really like to practice with me, and I'd love to practice with those people too. So I will see you in the next class. Take care for now. See you later.